Yo, what's up, Phantom Force? Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Day. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you do like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that noti bell down below. Also, down in my description, I have a playlist of the other games that were released, our breakdowns of those. So please check those out. Right now, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Legends ZA, though. So the first thing I want to see is this is the battle mechanic, and this is the thing I'm most excited about. We see Tepig right here trying to use a flame charge, and Totodile and the trainer dodging it, which is very sick, knocking him out with water gun. Very, very cool upgrade from Arceus. Also, we have Megas. This Mega evolution right here is going to soft confirm. A lot of people wanted to play with their friends in Arceus, and this probably means you can't, unless it's going to freeze frame their game too to watch the Mega evolution, which it could. But you probably don't get to play with your friends on this. But we're going to get to see some of the other Megas right here. We got to see 3, and then going into Altaria, both Charizards, Gardevoir, Ampharos, Gyarados. The other ones had Sableye and Kangaskhan on it. So very, very cool animations for these. Super sick that we're getting Megas back into the game. So we're going to move on from that. We get to see the starters also. People were kind of bummed online. I saw that there was Chikorita and Totodile together, both Johto starters. But why I kind of like this is if it was just one of them with Tepig and say Poplio, then we would guarantee know what the next generation of Legend starters would be, because it'd be the third one from these 3 generations. But this throws us a curveball. It means we can't actually just automatically know, which means we can predict and theorize, and super fun thinking about what could be the next starters for the next Legends game. So I don't actually mind that there's 2 Johto starters. I would have preferred it not be Poplio, but maybe be a random other generation's water starter, but it's cool nonetheless. So if we look at the Hisuian starters, though, we can get an idea of what the strategy they're kind of going for with the added alternate typings. So one thing that I noticed is like Typhlosion is not that different looking from regular Typhlosion, just themed a little different. Same thing for Decidueye is like Autumn Decidueye, and then the Coral is like Dark Coral instead of steel plating on Samurai. So I looked up Mega for Alligator. This is all Fakemon, but we're looking for like, what could these look like that are different? For example, the Feraligatr that is over here, oh, it's slightly off screen. I'll move it on for you guys. Like this guy's like just armored. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking that we're going to look like. Not crazy different. Probably a little bit better than these guys, but not as extreme as this one, unless that's during the Mega. So I do believe that they're going to have Megas for the new starters. I was going to say Hisuian, but it's whatever region they name it, for that region's starters. We have Meganium here. Meganium, usually in ROM hacks, will make it Grass Fairy. I think that that's maybe unlikely, only because it looks so much like regular Meganium. Maybe if it was a different color, maybe Meganium itself is pink, then I could vibe with it, but it's too close to regular Meganium. We have Mega Emboar ideas too. I would say that this would be Mega Emboar, and then regular Emboar would maybe be more like this if he was Dark type, or he could have like the Fist, maybe could be Rocks or something. So this is what I'm expecting to see is Mega starters, something like this for the Mega, but maybe these spikes are Rock or Steel spikes or Ice spikes or something. And I did have an idea. So looking at these starters, we have a type trio going between, Dark being resisted by fighting being immune by Ghost, and Ghost being resisted by Dark. So there is a type trio there other than the Fire, Water, Grass. So I was thinking we can go about that ourselves too. And right away, we're going to cross off anything with Fire, Water, or Grass. Those are already represented, and there's no way that those are going to be, well, not no way, but I imagine they're not going to utilize that as part of their type trio. So it's going to leave stuff that's left. Now, the unused typing, we're obviously not going to use Ghost. I think we don't use Dark or Fighting either, because it'd be kind of boring if they just added those in, which, by the way, is not a safe assumption, because Game Freak did go Firefighting 3 times in a row and then almost went Firefighting again. People think that Scorbunny was supposed to be a firefighting type, but then they're like, ooh, 4th time is not the charm. So they didn't do that. But I can't picture Emboar. This is just being super presumptuous, but Emboar, Meganium, and Feraligatr, I can't see any of them being flying type. To be honest, I'm going to go ahead and take flying type off the table, which is Again, not a safe call, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then also normal type, just because like with Pyroar being fire normal and that olive Pokemon, I can't remember what it's called from Violet Scarlet, like normal type didn't necessarily add to their design, to how they look. And I think it's very intentional that the typing changes the appearance of the starter. And I don't think normal type is going to do that for any of the starters. So we're going to take that off right off the hop. Dragon is missing the Dragon Steel Fairy trio. So I think, actually, Dragon is both resisted by Fairy or Steel and immune by Fairy. So we're going to take Dragon off because it actually doesn't have a type trio except for Dragon, 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 which would be dumb. So let's call these two my prediction. One is going to be Ice type, one is Ground, and the other one's going to be Rock or Steel. I think just off the top, I think it'd be so sick to be an ice flower, a winter flower. We've already seen a lot of the grass types being green. That's not that cool, right? And also, I don't see them going autumn Decidueye and then autumn Meganium would be pretty lame. So it'd be sick to see winter Meganium. So maybe an ice grass type, very cool type combo, which leaves ground on one of these two. Ground waters are pretty represented. Ground fires are less. So I'm going to think that this is going to be the ground type, so kind of like a pseudo Groudon, if you will, primal Groudon. So that would make sense for this too, with this like molten one right here. Pretty sick. So I'm going to call it right now, off the top, this much earlier, that we're going to see Ice Meganium, Ice Grass. We're going to see Ground, Fire, Emboar, and we are going to see either Rock Water or Steel Water, probably Rock Water though, on this for Alligator with these spikes. Maybe these cuffs right here could be like steel or rocks with rock or steel spikes coming out of it. That would be super sick. That's what I'm thinking could happen. Let me know in the comments what you guys think or would want the starters to be for duo type combinations. Also, I have some news right here of specific word choice from Games Radar right here. And it says, so this is in regards to the release of what system this is going to be released on for ZA. And it says, noting that ZA is coming to Nintendo Switch systems, plural, and will reveal, with the reveal of Nintendo Switch 2, we can now assume that it will be launching on the now revealed handheld this set to launch this year. So in April, they're going to do a Nintendo Direct, which is 2 months after the Pokemon Direct. So I think the reason why we didn't really get to see the regional variants in this game, as well as any new megas, is because they're probably saving that for a second reveal. So we're going to get a little bit here with the starter and the battle mechanics, just a little taste. And then in 2 months from now, my prediction is during the Nintendo Direct, we're going to see at least one new mega. It's not going to be the starters, and at least one new of the regional variant. And that's also not going to be the starters, but we're going to get to see a little bit of that confirmed at the Nintendo Direct. And it's going to say that Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be released on both the Nintendo Switch as well as the Nintendo Switch 2. That's what I think is going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, again, like, subscribe, smash that noti bell down below. Check out my other videos. I do hardcore Nuzlocke content. Thank you for being here just for this episode, though. Appreciate you guys. Catch you soon. Peace.